ADW Hatred Slam 28th show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. The crowd is cheering. Hello everyone and welcome to another great night of wrestling. Tonight we determine who will enter last in the second annual gauntlet matches, said announce number 1. Oh man, I can't wait. Could you imagine the prize you'll win if you enter last in your matches? Asked announcer number 2. Yes, I do. Because the last person in the gauntlet match has at least a 90% chance of winning, said announce number 1. I just can't wait any longer, said announcer number 2. Then let's head down to the ring for our first match of the night, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a 5 women free-for-all. Where's the winner will be the last person to enter in their gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers, Mystrial, Succubus, Harpy, Gem, and the XX champion, Moxie, said announcer number 3. Beldings. Mystrial runs then punches Moxie. Moxie goes through the middle rope, then lands onto the floor. Mystrial just punched Moxie right out of the ring, said announce number 2. Mystrial looks at Gem, Harpy and Succubus. We get rid of her first, said Mystrial. All three nod their heads then go through the middle ropes. Moxie is gonna be at a disadvantage because all 4 women are gonna be attacking her, said announcer number 1. That ain't fair, said announcer number 2. Don't worry, I have a feeling it'll backfire, said announcer number 1. All 4 start kicking Moxie. Moxie is groaning. Throw her into the barricade, said Mystrial. Succubus and Gem pick Moxie up. Run then. Throw her into the barricade. Moxie groans. You want her? Asked Gem. Yeah, whip her to me, said Harpy. Gem whips Moxie. Harpy clotheslines Moxie onto the floor. Moxie groans. If they keep this pace, this match won't take long, said announcer number 2. Harpy picks Moxie up then throws her into the ring. Gem, Harpy and Succubus hold out their arms. Mystrial slides into the ring then covers Moxie. 1, 2. Moxie kicks out. 2, said announcer number 1. All 3 look at Mystrial. Mystrial stands up. Inside of the ring. All 3 slide into the ring. Hold on, I didn't mean to do that, said Mystrial. You didn't mean to have us do the work and you take the credit, said Succubus. Hey, we're a team, remember? We take out the champion, said Mystrial. Succubus pushes Mystrial. Mystrial falls onto the mat. You think we're a team? You want a team? You got one right in front of you. That's gonna kick your ass, said Harpy. No. Wait, said Mystrial. All 3 start kicking. Mystrial is groaning. Man, you were right. It didn't take long for it to break down, said announcer number 2. Both Gem and Harpy pick Mystrial up, set her up then suplex her. Mystrial groans. Succubus grabs Moxie, picks her up, sets her up for a suplex then goes to lift her. Moxie blocks the suplex. Succubus tries to lift Moxie again. Moxie blocks again then suplexes Succubus. Succubus groans then rolls underneath the ropes. Both Gem and Harpy start kicking Mystrial. Mystrial rolls outside of the ring. Go get her, said Harpy. Gem goes through the middle rope then kicks Mystrial. Mystrial groans. Harpy turns around, sees Moxie standing up then runs at her. Moxie moves. Harpy hits Succubus. Succubus falls onto the floor then groans. Moxie rolls up Harpy. 1, 2. Harpy kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Both Harpy and Moxie stand up. Harpy goes to punch Moxie. Moxie blocks then punches Harpy. Harpy groans then goes to punch Moxie again. Moxie blocks then punches Harpy again. Harpy groans then walks towards the corner. Moxie continuously punches Harpy all over her body, Harpy continuously groaning. Gem slides into the ring then hits Moxie's back. Moxie groans. Gem whips Moxie. Moxie reverses it. Gem goes into the corner then groans. Moxie runs at Gem, jumps then knees her chest. Gem groans. Moxie runs at Harpy, jumps then knees her chest. Harpy groans. Moxie runs at Gem, does a corner clothesline onto Gem, runs at Harpy then does a corner clothesline onto her. Both Gem and Harpy stand up. Moxie grabs both Gem's and Harpy's head then collides them together. Both Gem and Harpy groan. Moxie lifts then slams Gem onto the mat. Gem groans. Harpy turns around. Moxie lifts Harpy then slams her onto the mat. Harpy groans. Moxie points to the corner. The crowd is cheering. Succubus hits Moxie's back. Moxie falls onto the mat. "Oh, Moxie just got blasted by Succubus," said announce number 1. Succubus is kicking Moxie. Moxie is groaning. Succubus picks Moxie up, twists her right arm then lifts her off the mat. The flying hammerlock is locked in. Moxie is groaning, wraps her legs around Succubus's waist then rolls her up. 1, 2. Succubus kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Both Moxie and Succubus stand up. Succubus punches Moxie. Moxie groans then falls onto the mat. Succubus has taken over the match, said announcer number 2. Mystrial slides into the ring then hits Succubus's back. Succubus groans. Mystrial continuously hitting Succubus's back. Succubus falls onto her knees, then lays onto the mat. Mystrial continuously kicking Succubus. "That's what you get for turning on me," said Mystrial. Harpy turns Mystrial around, then kicks her stomach. Mystrial groans. Both Gem and Harpy set Mystrial up for a suplex, then lift her. Moxie kicks Gem's stomach. Both Gem and Harpy put Mystrial down. Moxie sets Gem up for a suplex. "What's gonna happen here?" asked announcer number 1. Both Mystrial and Moxie suplex both Harpy and Gem. Both Gem and Harpy are groaning. "Wow, would have never thought Moxie and Mystrial would be on the same page," said announce number 2. Both Mystrial and Moxie stand up. Then look at each other. "You and me, against these three. What do you say?" asked Mystrial holding out her right hand. Moxie looks at Mystrial's right hand, smiles then kicks her stomach. Mystrial groans. Moxie grabs Mystrial's head, then throws her through the middle rope. Mystrial lands onto the floor then groans. "No thanks," said Moxie. Both Gem and Harpy stand up. Moxie runs at both Gem and Harpy then double clotheslines them. Both Gem and Harpy are groaning. Gem stands up. Moxie wraps her arms around Gem's waist, then does a German suplex onto her. Gem lands across the ring, then groans. Harpy stands up then goes to punch Moxie. Moxie ducks, wraps her arms around Harpy's waist then does a German suplex onto her. Harpy lands across the ring then groans. Moxie stands up, then sees both Gem and Harpy in opposite corners, runs, jumps then knees Gem's chest. Gem groans. Moxie runs at Harpy, jumps then knees her chest. Harpy groans. Moxie whips Harpy into the opposite corner. Harpy goes into Gem. Gem groans. Moxie runs, jumps then knees Harpy's chest. Harpy goes into Gem. Both Gem and Harpy are groaning. Moxie runs then bounces off of the ropes. Succubus does a jumping clothesline onto Moxie. Moxie groans. Moxie almost had the whole momentum, said announcer number 1. Succubus stands up, picks Moxie up, lifts then slams her onto the mat. Moxie groans. Succubus goes through the middle rope then climbs up the turnbuckle. Succubus is heading up top, said announcer number 2. Succubus get to top turnbuckle. Mystrial climbs onto the ledge of the ring then pushes Succubus off the top turnbuckle. Succubus lands onto the barricade. She groans then lays onto the floor. Mystrial just sent Succubus into the barricade, said announce number 1. Mystrial climbs up the turnbuckle then gets to the top of it. Gem stands up then moves the top rope. Mystrial lands onto the top turnbuckle, then she groans. Gem climbs onto the second rope then hits Mystrial's back. Mystrial groans. Gem sets Mystrial up for a suplex then tries lifting her. Mystrial blocks the suplex. Gem tries lifting Mystrial again. Mystrial blocks the suplex again then punches Gem's right side. Harpy appears, punches Mystrial then climbs onto the second rope. This won't end well for Mystrial, said announce number 2. Both Gem and Harpy set Mystrial up for a suplex. Moxie stands up then hits both Gem's and Harpy's back. Both Gem and Harpy groan. Moxie wraps her arms around both Gem's and Harpy's legs. Both Gem and Harpy suplex Mystrial. Moxie powerbombs both Gem and Harpy. Oh my god. Both Gem and Harpy suplexed Mystrial, while Moxie powerbombed both Gem and Harpy, said announcer number 1. That's unbelievable, said announcer number 2. All 4 are laying on mat. Succubus slowly stands up, sees all 4 laying on the mat, quickly slides into the ring then covers Mystrial. Is Succubus gonna be the last to enter? Asked announcer number 1. 1, 2. Mystrial kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Mystrial found the strength to kick out, said announcer number 2. Succubus crawls then covers Moxie. 1. Moxie kicks out. 1, said referee number 1. Not even a 2 count, said announcer number 1. Succubus covers Gem. 1, 2. Gem kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Gem was able to kick out, said announcer number 2. Succubus covers Harpy. 1, 2. Harpy kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Succubus ran out of people to cover, said announcer number 1. Succubus picks Gem up, twists her right arm then lifts her off the mat. Gem is groaning. Harpy stands up then hits Succubus is back. Succubus lets go of Gem. Harpy grabs Succubus from behind, runs then throws her into the ring post. Succubus groans, bounces off the ledge of the ring then lands onto the floor. Harpy sees Mystrial standing up then goes to punch her. Mystrial ducks then looks in a cobra clutch onto Harpy. Harpy is swinging her right arm around. Moxie stands up, runs, jumps then hits Mystrial's back. Both Harpy and Mystrial go through the middle rope then land onto the floor. Gem hits Moxie's back. Moxie groans. Gem bounces Moxie off of the ropes. Moxie twists Gem's left arm, kicks her stomach then sets her up for a powerbomb. I've never seen Moxie do a powerbomb, except through a table, said announcer number 2. Both Harpy and Mystrial stand up outside of the ring. Moxie lifts Gem, runs then throws her onto both Harpy and Mystrial. Oh man, that was very smart by Moxie. Throwing Gem onto both Harpies and Mystrial, said announce number 1. Moxie better look behind her. Succubus is climbing the turnbuckle, said announce number 2. Moxie turns around. Succubus appears on the top turnbuckle. jumps off of it, then goes for a crossbody. Moxie moves. Succubus lands face first onto the mat, then she groans. Succubus missed, said announcer number 1. Succubus stands up then goes to punch Moxie. Moxie ducks, wraps her arms around Succubus's waist, then does a German suplex onto her. Succubus lands across the ring, she groans, then stands up in the corner. Moxie looks at Succubus, runs at her, then does a jumping knee to her chest. Succubus groans. Moxie runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a jumping clothesline onto Succubus. Succubus groans again, stands up, then turns around. Moxie lifts Succubus, then slams her onto the mat. Succubus groans. Moxie goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top of it. Here comes Moxie's elbow, said announcer number 1. Moxie walks along the top rope, jumps off of it, then does an elbow drop onto Succubus. Succubus groans. Moxie stands up, sees Mystrial climbing up the turnbuckle, runs up the turnbuckle, then knees her jaw. Mystrial groans, falls off the second turnbuckle, then lands onto both Gem and Harpy. What a knee, said announcer number 2. Moxie covers Succubus. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Moxie, said announce number 3. Moxie will enter last in the gauntlet match. I can't believe it. With her chances, she could retain her title, said announcer number 1. I really thought Mystrial or Gem would have picked up the win. But Moxie is a lot better. She could just stay champion the rest of her life, said announce number 2. Well, congratulations to Moxie. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, 4 teams will compete in a 4-tag team battle royale. The last team standing enters the gauntlet match last. Plus, to make it fair, there's 2 teams from ADW and 2 teams from JDW, said announcer number 1. Oh, I can't wait for this, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Is a 4-tag team battle royal, where the winners will be the last team to enter the gauntlet match. Introducing the challenges. First, representing ADW, Pegasus and Snake and Smite and Deluge. And representing JDW, Slayer and Ursus. And they are the tag team champions, Revanger and the Strangler, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. All 8 are attacking each other. Which team will enter last in the gauntlet match? Asked announcer number 1. Deluge is punching Ursus. Ursus is groaning. Deluge dropkicks Ursus. Ursus goes into the ropes. Deluge stands up, then bounces Ursus off of the ropes. Ursus reverses it, then does a spinning side slam onto Deluge. Deluge groans. Nice spinning side slam by Ursus, said announcer number 2. Ursus picks Deluge up, then throws him over the top rope. Deluge lands onto the ledge of the ring. Ursus goes to grab Deluge. Deluge shoulder blocks Ursus's stomach. Ursus groans, then walks away. Deluge jumps up, loses his balance, hangs himself onto the top rope, then falls onto the floor. Deluge accidentally eliminated himself. He lost his balance, said announcer number 1. If Smite gets eliminated, their team won't be entering last, said announcer number 2. Snake is punching Revanger. Revanger is groaning. The Strangler hits Snake's back. Snake groans. The Strangler punches Snake. Snake groans, then walks away. The Strangler approaches Snake. Snake kicks the Strangler's stomach. The Strangler groans. Snake lifts the Strangler onto his shoulders. Revanger kicks Snake's stomach. Snake groans, then drops the Strangler. Both Ravanger and the Strangler are hitting Snake's back. Snake is groaning. The Strangler kicks Snake's stomach. Snake groans. The Strangler nods his head at Ravanger. Ravanger runs, bounces off of the ropes, then does a knee lift onto Snake. Snake groans, then leans against the ropes. The Strangler runs at Snake, then clotheslines him over the top rope. Snake lands onto the floor. Snake has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. Pegasus hits the Strangler's back, then punches Ravanger. Ravanger groans. Pegasus kicks the Strangler's stomach. The Strangler groans. Pegasus bounces the Strangler off of the ropes, then bends over. The Strangler kicks Pegasus's chest. Pegasus groans, then stands up. Ravanger grabs Pegasus from behind, runs, then throws him over the top rope. Pegasus lands onto the floor. Both Pegasus and Snake won't be entering last, said announce number 2. Smite is punching Slayer. Slayer is groaning. Ursus hits Smite's back. Smite groans. Ursus bounces Smite off of the ropes, then bends over. Smite kicks Ursus's chest. Ursus stands up, then groans. Smite dropkicks Ursus. Ursus staggers backwards, then leans against the ropes. Smite stands up, then runs at Ursus. Ursus lifts Smite over the top rope. Smite lands onto the ledge of the ring. Ursus goes to punch Smite. Smite ducks, grabs Ursus's head, then hangs him off the top rope. Ursus gasps, then walks backwards. Smite stands up onto the ledge of the ring, then jumps up. Slayer superkicks Smite out of nowhere. Smite lands onto the floor. Smite has been eliminated. We're down to 2 teams, said announcer number 1. And neither of them are ADW, said announcer number 2. Both Ravanger and the Strangler look at each other, nod their heads, then run at both Slayer and Ursus. Here we go. 2 final teams. Which one will enter last? Asked announcer number 1. Slayer knees the Strangler's stomach, then bounces his head off the top turn. Buckle. The Strangler groans. Ravanger is punching Ursus. Ursus pushes Ravanger. Ravanger falls onto the mat, then stands up. Ursus clotheslines Ravanger. Ravanger groans. I don't know how they're gonna get that big bear over the top rope, said announcer number 2. Ursus picks Ravanger up, then bounces him off of the ropes. Ravanger holds onto the ropes on the opposite side of the ring. Ursus runs at Ravanger. Ravanger pulls down the top rope. Ursus goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Ursus has been eliminated, said announcer number 1. I can't believe Ravanger eliminated Ursus, said announcer number 2. Ravanger is laughing at Ursus. You got eliminated. You did. You got eliminated. You're gonna lose. We're gonna be the last spot, said Ravanger, leaning on the ropes. Slayer runs at Ravanger, then hits his back. Ravanger groans, goes over the top rope, then holds onto the top rope. Ravanger is dangling, said announcer number 1. Slayer trying to pull Ravanger's fingers off the top rope. The Strangler hits Slayer's back. Slayer groans. The Strangler bounces Slayer off of the ropes. Slayer twists the Strangler's left arm, kicks his stomach, then kicks the Strangler's chest. The Strangler groans, then stands up. Slayer superkicks the Strangler. The Strangler goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. Slayer eliminates Strangler, said announce number 2. Ravanger pulls himself up onto the ledge of the ring. Slayer looks at Ravanger, then superkicks him. Ravanger groans, then falls off the ledge of the ring. The Stranglers catches Ravanger. Wait, Ravanger ain't eliminated. Strangler caught him, said announce number 1. The Strangler puts Ravanger onto the ledge of the ring, runs around it, then climbs up onto the ledge of it. Slayer is holding up his arms, looks at the Strangler, then goes to punch him. The Strangler jumps off of the ledge of the ring. Stop being a sore loser. You lost. Me and my partner are the last to enter, said Slayer. No, you're not, said referee number 2. What do you mean? And quat? We're not. And quat? Asked Slayer. Ravanger pulls himself up with the ropes. Slayer turns around, sees Ravanger, then runs at him. Ravanger lifts Slayer over the top rope. Slayer lands onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winners, Ravanger and the Strangler, said announcer number 3. The Strangler slides into the ring, then hugs Ravanger. I can't believe it. Both Ravanger and the Strangler will enter last. They enter their gauntlet match last, said announcer number 2. Both Ravanger and the Strangler are jumping around the ring. Congratulations to both Ravanger and the Strangler. You know, if Strangler didn't catch him, Slayer and Ursus would be entering last. Good thing Strangler was standing there. Well, folks, we now move to see who will enter last in the Transcontinental Gauntlet match, said announce number 1. Man, I can't wait for this, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a 5-way free-for-all, where the winner will enter the Transcontinental Gauntlet match last. Introducing the challenges: Price, Suave, the Hallowed, Prince Hellfire and the Transcontinental Champion, the Stalker, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. The Hallowed kicks Prince Hellfire's stomach. Prince Hellfire groans. Price punches Suave. Suave groans, then goes into the ropes. Price kicks Suave's stomach. Suave groans. Price steps backwards, then runs at Suave. Suave lifts Price over the top rope. Price lands onto the floor. He groans, then stands up. Suave runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a suicide dive onto Price. Price goes into the barricade. Prince Hellfire knees the Hallowed stomach, then does a throat thrust onto him. The Hallowed falls onto the mat. Prince Hellfire is kicking the Hallowed. The Hallowed rolls outside of the ring. Prince Hellfire goes through the middle rope. The Stalker is standing in middle of the ring, then smiles. Suave slides into the ring, turns the Stalker around, then goes to punch him. The Stalker blocks, then punches Suave. Suave groans. The Stalker whips Suave. Suave bounces off of the ropes. The Stalker goes to close Suave. Suave ducks, then bounces off the ropes again. Price pulls onto Suave's legs, then pulls him outside of the ring. Both Price and Suave are punching each other. The Stalker goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Stalker's heading up top, said announcer number 1. The Stalker gets to the top turnbuckle. Both Price and Suave look up at the Stalker. The Stalker jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then lands onto both Price and Suave. Stalker took out both Price and Suave, said announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire goes to bounce the Hallowed's head off of the barricade. The Hallowed blocks, elbows Hellfire's stomach, then bounces his head off the barricade. Prince Hellfire groans, then walks away. The Hallowed hits Prince Hellfire's back. Prince Hellfire groans. The Hallowed grabs Prince Hellfire's right arm, then whips him. Prince Hellfire reverses it. The Hallowed goes into the steel stairs, then he groans. Prince Hellfire just sent Hallowed into the stairs, said announcer number 1. You know how that feels, said announcer number 2. Yes, I do, said announcer number 1. Prince Hellfire picks the Hallowed up, then throws him into the ring. The Hallowed stops rolling. Prince Hellfire slides into the ring, then stands up. The Hallowed quickly stands up, then superkicks Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire groans, bounces off of the ropes, then clotheslines the Hallowed hard. The Hallowed groans. Hallowed super kicked Prince Hellfire. But Prince Hellfire responded with a hard clothesline, said announce number 2. Prince Hellfire shakes his head, then stands up. The Stalker appears on the top turnbuckle. Prince Hellfire stands fully up. The Stalker jumps off the top turnbuckle. Prince Hellfire catches the Stalker by his throat. The Stalker is gasping. Prince Hellfire lifts the Stalker. The Hallowed back kicks Prince Hellfire's stomach. Prince Hellfire groans, then drops the Stalker. The Stalker hits Prince Hellfire's back. Prince Hellfire groans. Both the Hallowed and the Stalker bounce Prince Hellfire off of the ropes, then do a double back elbow onto him. Prince Hellfire groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Both the Hallowed and the Stalker are looking at each other, then lock up. The Stalker pushes the Hallowed into the corner. Both the Hallowed and the Stalker raise their arms. The Stalker pushes the Hallowed. The Hallowed pushes the Stalker. This is breaking down, said announcer number 1. Both the Hallowed and the Stalker continuously punching each other. Suave appears on the ledge of the ring. Jumps up, then does a springboard crossbody onto both the Hallowed and the Stalker. Suave just did a crossbody onto both Hallowed and Stalker, said announce number 2. All three stand up. Suave continuously clotheslines both the Hallowed and the Stalker. Suave goes to kick the Stalker. The Stalker catches Suave's right leg. Suave jumps up, then does an enziguri onto the Stalker. The Stalker groans, then falls through the middle rope. Suave stands up, then turns around. The Hallowed kicks Suave's stomach. Suave groans. The Hallowed bounces Suave off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. Suave ducks, runs, then does a suicide dive onto the Stalker. The Stalker goes into the announce table. Suave sends Stalker over our announce table, said announce number 1. Suave waves his arms. Price grabs Suave from behind, then throws him into the ring post. Suave groans. Price is smiling. Hellfire grabs Price by his throat. Price is gasping, then tries breaking the chokehold. The Hallowed appears on top turnbuckle. Both Hellfire and Price look up at the Hallowed. The Hallowed jumps off the top turnbuckle, then lands onto both Hellfire and Price. All 5 men are down, said announcer number 2. The Hallowed slowly stands up, grabs Price, then throws him into the ring. Price stops rolling. The Hallowed slides into the ring, stands up, then goes to grab Price. Price wraps his arms around the Hallowed, then rolls him up. 1, 2. The Hallowed kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. That was a close one, said announcer number 1. Both Price and the Hallowed stand up. The Hallowed goes to punch Price. Price blocks, then punches the Hallowed. The Hallowed groans, then goes to punch Price again. Price blocks again, punches the Hallowed, then kicks his leg. The Hallowed falls onto his knees. Price does an on-snap DDT onto the Hallowed, then covers him. 1, 2. The Hallowed kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Price stands up, picks the Hallowed up, then whips him into the corner. The Hallowed groans. Price looks at the Hallowed, then runs at him. Prince Hellfire slides into the ring, stands up, then boots Price. Price groans. Price didn't see what hit him, said announcer number 2. Prince Hellfire runs at the Hallowed. The Hallowed boots Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire groans, then walks away. The Hallowed jumps onto the second rope, leaps off of it, then hits Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire falls onto his knees. The Hallowed punches Prince Hellfire's head. Prince Hellfire is groaning. The Hallowed does a back kick onto Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire groans. The Hallowed runs, bounces off of the ropes, then punches the side of Prince Hellfire's head. Prince Hellfire groans, then falls onto the mat. Hallowed is in control, said announcer number 1. The Hallowed stands in the corner, then waves at Prince Hellfire. The Stalker slides into the ring, then stands up. The Hallowed goes to superkick the Stalker. The Stalker catches the Hallowed's right leg. The Hallowed is staring at the Stalker. The Stalker spins the Hallowed. The Hallowed jumps, then goes to kick the left side of the Stalker's head. The Stalker ducks. Prince Hellfire stands up. The Hallowed kicks the left side of Prince Hellfire's head. Prince Hellfire falls onto the mat. The Hallowed stands up. The Stalker kicks the Hallowed's stomach, then quickly does a DDT onto him. The Hallowed groans. The Stalker covers the Hallowed. 1, 2. The Hallowed kicks out. 2, said referee number 3. Another close call, said announcer number 2. The Stalker stands up, picks the Hallowed up, lifts, then slams him onto the mat. The Hallowed groans. The Stalker points to the corner. I think Stalker's gonna go for his elbow drop, said announce number 1. The Stalker goes through the middle ropes, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Suave slides into the ring, runs, jumps over the Hallowed, lands onto second rope, then punches the Stalker. What ability by Suave. Jumping over Hallowed, then landing onto the second rope, said announcer number 2. Suave continuously punching the Stalker. The Stalker continuously groaning. Suave sets the Stalker up, then does a butterfly suplex off the top turnbuckle. The Stalker lands onto the mat. The groans. What a butterfly suplex, said announcer number 1. Suave covers the Stalker. 1, 2. The Hallowed lands onto Suave. 2, said referee number 3. Hallowed breaks up the count, said announcer number 2. The Hallowed picks Suave up. Suave moves the Hallowed's arms, then continuously punches him. The Hallowed continuously groaning, then goes to punch Suave. Suave ducks, sets the Hallowed up, lifts him, then does a back suplex onto him. The Hallowed groans. Nice back suplex, said announcer number 1. Suave picks the Hallowed up, kicks his stomach, then sets him up for a pumfandle slam. Pumfandle slam time, said announcer number 2. Suave lifts the Hallowed, then does a pumfandle slam onto him. The Hallowed groans. Suave hooks the Hallowed's right leg. 1, 2, said referee number 3. Prince Hellfire pulls Suave outside of the ring, then does a throat thrust onto him. Suave groans. Prince Hellfire grabs Suave by his throat, then picks him up. Suave gasps, then elbows Prince Hellfire's head. Prince Hellfire is groaning, lifts Suave up, then chokeslam him through the announce table. Suave goes limp. Hellfire just chokeslammed Suave through our announce table, said announcer number 1. Price slides onto the ring, then stands up. The Hallowed is slowly standing up. Price runs at the Hallowed, then goes for a jumping leg lariat onto him. The Hallowed lifts Price over his head. The Stalker appears on the second rope, jumps off, then does a diving SDO onto Price. Price groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Stalker just did his finisher in the middle of the air, said announcer number 2. The Stalker stands up. The Hallowed goes to superkick the Stalker. The Stalker ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. The Hallowed lifts the Stalker into the air, catches him onto his shoulders, then does a Samoan drop onto him. The Stalker groans. Prince Hellfire slides into the ring, then stands up. The Hallowed stands up. Prince Hellfire grabs the Hallowed by his throat, lifts him up, then goes to chokeslam him. The Hallowed lands onto his feet behind Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire turns around. The Hallowed superkicks Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire groans, then staggers. The Hallowed superkicks Prince Hellfire. Again, Prince Hellfire continues staggering. The Hallowed goes to superkick Prince Hellfire a third time. Prince Hellfire catches the Hallowed's right leg, throws it down, then grabs him by his throat. The Hallowed gasps. The Stalker appears on the second rope, jumps off, then does a shoulder tackle onto Hellfire. Prince Hellfire lets go of the Hallowed, then falls onto the mat. The Stalker stands up, then waves at Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire stands up. The Stalker runs at Prince Hellfire, then goes for a running stow onto him. Prince Hellfire grabs the Stalker by his throat, lifts him up, then chokeslams him. The Stalker groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Prince Hellfire turns around. The Hallowed superkicks Prince Hellfire. Prince Hellfire falls onto the mat. Then he groans. The Hallowed goes through the middle rope, climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top. Is Hallowed gonna be able to connect with his body splash? Asked announcer number 1. The Hallowed looks down at Prince Hellfire, jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then does a body splash onto him. Prince Hellfire groans. The Hallowed hooks Prince Hellfire's right leg. Will this be it? Asked announcer number 2. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 3. Bell dings. Here's your winner, the Hallowed, said announce number 3. Hallowed did it. He'll enter the gauntlet match last. Congratulations to Hallowed, said announce number 1. This match was crazy. Everyone was flying around. Then you had kick-outs and broken pinfalls. But in the end, Hallowed's coming in last. And he has the chance to become the new Transcontinental Champion, said announce number 2. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, folks, we've made it to our main event, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a fatal four-way, where the winner will be the last to enter the Global Gauntlet match. Introducing the challengers, the Pursuer, Predator, Pain, and the Global Champion, Pincher, said announce number 3. Bell dings. Both Pincher and the Pursuer attack both Pain and Predator. Here we go. The winner of this match will enter the Global Gauntlet match last. Who do you think will win? Asked announcer number 2. It's anyone's ball game. It just takes 3 seconds to be once last, said announcer number 1. The Pursuer grabs Predator's head, runs, then goes to throw him through the middle rope. Predator reverses it, then throws the Pursuer through the middle rope. The Pursuer lands onto his feet outside of the ring. Predator goes to grab the Pursuer. The Pursuer grabs Predator's legs, then pulls him outside of the ring. Both Predator and the Pursuer continuously punching each other. Pincher is punching Pain. Pain is groaning. These two have a history, said announcer number 2. Pincher chops Pain's chest. Pain groans. Pincher whips Pain into the opposite corner. Pain groans. Pincher runs at Pain, then jumps at him. Pain moves. Pincher's head hits the top turnbuckle, then he groans. Pain's rolls up Pincher. 1, 2. Pincher kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Pain almost had it there, said announcer number 1. Both Pain and Pincher stand up. Pain kicks Pincher's stomach. Pincher groans. Pain lifts Pincher onto his right shoulder, then goes for a running power slam. Pincher lands onto his feet behind Pain, then pushes him. Pain staggers forward, then turns around. Pincher goes to super kick Pain. Pain falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. Like I said, and quote, these two have a history, and quote, said announcer number 2. They know every move they're gonna make, said announcer number 1. Pain is walking around the ring, then stops. Pincher runs, bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, jumps over top rope, then lands onto Pain. Pain groans. The pursuer whips Predator. Predator reverses it. The pursuer goes into the steel stairs, then he groans. Pursuer just went into those steel stairs, said announcer number 2. Predator is standing next to the ring, approaches the pursuer, picks him up, then throws him into the ring. The pursuer stops rolling, then slowly stands up. Predator climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then starts to go through the middle rope. The pursuer kicks Predator's chest. Predator groans. The pursuer wraps his left arm around Predator's head, pulls him through the second rope, then sets him up for a dangling DDT. Predator quickly stands onto the mat, wraps his left arm around the pursuer's waist, then flips him over the top rope. The pursuer lands onto the floor, then he groans. Oh, that fall could break your ankle, said announcer number 2. Predator is leaning against the ropes. Pincher slides into the ring. Predator turns around. Pincher superkicks Predator. Predator groans, then falls onto the mat. Pincher covers Predator. Is this it? Asked announcer number 1. 1, 2. Predator puts his left foot onto the bottom rope. Hey, his foot's on the bottom rope, said referee number 4. Pincher sees Predator's left leg on the bottom rope, then he sighs. Pincher almost had it there, said announcer number 2. Pincher stands up, picks Predator up, then chops his chest. Predator groans, then walks towards the ropes. Pincher bounces Predator off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. Predator ducks, then bounces off the ropes again. Pincher turns around. Predator does a corkscrew elbow onto Pincher. Pincher groans. Predator's corkscrew elbow looks impossible to do, but he does it with such ease, said announcer number 1. Both Pincher and Predator stand up. Predator punches Pincher. Pincher is groaning. Predator whips Pincher. Pincher twists Predator's right arm, then kicks his stomach. Predator groans. Pincher runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Predator lifts Pincher, does a spinebuster onto him, then covers him. 1, 2. Pain lands onto Predator. 2, said referee number 4. Predator almost had the victory there, said announcer number 2. Both Pain and Predator are looking at each other. What are you doing? Asked Predator. I want to be last, said Pain. It doesn't matter who's last. We'll win the title anyway, said Predator. It does matter, because if I'm last, I'll be the champion, said Pain. Don't you mean? And quot, will and quot be the champion? Asked Predator. Not if I win this match. I'll be the champion, said Pain, pushing Predator. Predator staggers backwards, smiles, then pushes Pain. Pain looks at Predator. Did you just push me? Asked Pain. No, you did, said Predator. It's about to explode, said announcer number 1. Both Pain and Predator continue staring at each other. The pursuer slides into the ring, stands, then pushes Predator into Pain. Both Pain and Predator collide heads, then turn around. The pursuer kicks Pain's stomach, punches Predator, then kicks Pain's chest. Pain groans, then stands up. Pincher grabs Pain, then throws him over the top rope. Pain lands onto the floor. Predator goes to punch the pursuer. The pursuer ducks. Predator turns around. The pursuer kicks Predator's stomach, then sets him up for a DDT. "Here it comes," said announcer number 2. The pursuer turns around. Pincher superkicks the pursuer. The pursuer groans, falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. "Pursuer didn't even see that coming," said announcer number 2. "Pincher is standing next to ropes." "Sorry, man," said Pincher. Predator rolls Pincher up. 1, 2. Pincher kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Both Pincher and Predator stand up. Predator goes to punch Pincher. Pincher continuously punches Predator. Predator continuously staggering backwards. Pincher bounces Predator off of the ropes. Predator reverses it, then goes to punch Pincher. Pincher duck, runs, then hits Pain. Pain falls off the ledge of the ring. Pincher turns around. Predator kicks Pincher's stomach. Pincher groans. Predator sets Pincher up for a powerbomb, then lifts Pincher. Pincher is squirming, then lands onto his feet behind Predator. The pursuer appears on the ledge of the ring. Pincher goes to punch the pursuer. The pursuer pulls down the top rope. Pincher goes over the top rope, then lands onto the floor. "Pincher goes over the top rope," said announcer 1. The pursuer stands up onto the ledge of the ring. Predator grabs the pursuer. The pursuer elbows Predator. Predator groans, then walks away. The pursuer climbs up the turnbuckle, gets to the top of it, then stands up. Predator turns around. The pursuer jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then goes for a crossbody onto Predator. Predator moves. The pursuer lands face first onto the mat, then he groans. Predator hits the pursuer's back. The pursuer groans. Predator picks the pursuer up, then runs towards the corner. The pursuer goes into the second rope, then he groans. "I know what Predator's going for," said announcer number 2. Predator continuously hits the pursuer's back. The pursuer continuously groaning. Predator walks away, then goes to run at the pursuer. Pain pulls onto Predator's leg. Predator falls face first onto the mat, then he groans. Pain slides into the ring. Picks up Predator, then kicks his stomach. Predator groans. Pain sets Predator up for a double arm DDT. "Here comes Pain's the double arm DDT," said announcer number 1. Predator is squirming, then pulls onto Pain's legs. Pain falls onto the mat. Predator slingshots Pain into the corner. Pain's head hits the top turnbuckle, then he groans. Predator rolls Pain up. 1, 2. Pain kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Both Pain and Predator stand up. Predator goes to punch Pain. Pain ducks. Predator turns around. Pain kicks Predator's stomach, sets him up, then does a double arm DDT onto him. Predator groans. Pain covers Predator. 1, 2. Pincher lands onto Pain. 2, said referee number 4. Both Pain and Pincher stand up. Pincher is punching Pain. Pain is groaning. Pincher bounces Pain off of the ropes, then bends over. Pain kicks Pincher's chest. Pincher groans, then stands up. Pain goes to clothesline Pincher. Pincher ducks, wraps Pain's arm, then does a back slide. 1, 2. Pain kicks out. 2, said referee number 4. Both Pain and Pincher stand up. Pain kicks Pincher's stomach. Pincher groans. Payne sets Pincher up for a double-arm DDT, then turns around. Predator stands up, grabs Payne's shoulders, jumps up, then does backstabber onto him. Payne groans. "The backstabber connects," said announcer number 2. Predator covers Payne. 1, 2. Both Pincher and the pursuer land onto Predator. Predator groans. "Both Pincher and pursuer save the match," said announcer number 1. All three are standing up, then continuously punching each other. Predator kicks the pursuer's stomach. The pursuer groans. Pincher kicks Predator's stomach. Predator groans. Pincher runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Both Predator and the pursuer lift Pincher, then do a double flapjack onto him. Pincher groans. "What a double flapjack," said announcer number 2. The pursuer goes to punch Predator. Predator ducks, grabs the pursuer's shoulder, jumps up, then goes for backstabber. The pursuer holds onto the ropes. Predator lands onto the mat, then he groans. "Predator missed his backstabber," said announcer number 1. Predator slowly stands up. The pursuer kicks Predator's stomach, then sets him up for a DDT. Payne hits the pursuer's back. The pursuer groans. Payne turns the pursuer around, then sets him up for a double-arm DDT. The pursuer runs towards the ropes. Both Payne and the pursuer go through the middle rope, then land onto the floor. Both Payne and pursuer just went through the ropes, said announcer number 2. Both Payne and pursuer stand up. Payne kicks the pursuer's stomach. The pursuer groans. Payne sets the pursuer up for a powerbomb, lifts the pursuer onto his right shoulder, then runs towards the barricade. The pursuer is squirming, then lands onto his feet behind Payne. Payne turns around. The pursuer runs at Payne, then does a crossbody onto him. Both Payne and the pursuer go over barricade. Both Payne and pursuer are in the audience now, said announcer number 1. Predator turns around, then sees Pincher slowly standing up, then goes to superkick him. Pincher ducks, runs, bounces off of the ropes, then continuously clotheslines Predator. Predator continuously groaning, then standing up. Pincher does a inverted atomic drop onto Predator. Predator groans. Pincher chops Predator's chest. Predator groans, falls, then stands up. Pincher lifts Predator, then slams him onto the mat. Predator groans. Pincher goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Pincher's thinking about his elbow drop, said announcer number 2. Pincher gets to the top turnbuckle, looks down at Predator, jumps off of it, then does an elbow drop onto him. Predator groans. Pincher walks towards the corner, then waves at Predator. Superkick time, said announcer number 1. Predator stands up, then turns around. Pincher goes to superkick Predator. Predator ducks, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Pincher superkicks Predator hard. Predator groans, then goes limp. Pincher hooks Predator's right leg. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 4. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Pincher, said announce number 3. Pincher will enter the gauntlet match last, said announcer number 2. Did you hear that superkick? Predator could be out cold for the rest of the week, said announcer number 1. Yeah, that kinda echoed when Pincher did that, said announcer number 2. Let's hope Predator has a strong jaw. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2 waving. Pincher raises his title. The crowd is cheering. The end.